Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how you can use Tarheel Reader or Shared Reader along with Chat Editor in an activity. We had a question from a staff member asking if there was a way to use pictures from the stories to add to Chat Editor so that students can see while modeling during the lesson. If I were to answer that, I would actually say to try to utilize the words that are already in Chat Editor versus creating an activity-based page with fringe vocabulary. So fringe vocabulary are those words that are special to a story or an activity or an event that aren't as common as core vocabulary words. So what I did with this story called Space Junk by Jane Farrell is I went ahead and read the story before the lesson, preparing the lesson to see what kind of words I would want to show the students. So I went through the story. I wrote down different types of words. We have nouns and verbs and adjectives, prepositions. And I wrote space, junk, live, planet, earth, satellite, moon, moves, around, sky, night, sea, travel, fell, back, excited, make, weather, know, hot, cold, phone, telescope, maps, directions, send, smaller, cheaper, working, and worried. So what I thought would be useful is to go back through and see if these words are in Chat Editor. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, the second part of the question from the staff member was, how could I split screen the story with Chat Editor? So if you're in Google Chrome, for example, you can minimize your screen. And what you can do is you can grab a hold at the top and you can drag it to the corner and it will half screen your monitor. And then what I would do is open Chat Editor and put that to the right. So there you go. So what I would do next is go through and see if I can find some of those words. So remember the first one was space. So I went ahead and figured out where that was. So groups, space, and then here you go, space. And then you'll notice on that activity page or that group page, all kinds of vocabulary for space. So you'll also notice other words like earth and moon, telescope. These words are already in Chat Editor. Now, if you had some specialized words that you would like to add in there, like satellite, you could certainly edit and put these words into Chat Editor. So the other thing I wanted to show you was how to make a cheat sheet ahead of time. So if you have those words, there is a button up here called Capture. Okay, so Capture shows you the pathway to each vocabulary word. And then you can create a cheat sheet and maybe insert that into a Smart Notebook file or Microsoft Word or a Google Doc or Google Slide or something like that. You can do whatever you want. So let's go back to a word like earth. And once I start tapping these, it'll create the pathway. So it went groups, space, earth. And there you go. So if you wanted to teach the students this little pathway ahead of time or just for your own knowledge, you can copy it to your clipboard, go over to your Smart Notebook file, and you can paste it right in there. So what I do is I create this little cheat sheet. Maybe we review this ahead of time, just so the kids know that those words are already located in Chat Editor or TouchChat or whatever program they're using. And then I would go back and do the same thing with different words. So let's try the word moves. So sometimes you don't want that little home button there. So moves is an action word, and I look for it on here and I don't see it. So I go to the next page and right there it is, move. And I want moves, so I can add the S. And then I copy to the clipboard. I go back to my Smart Notebook file and then I paste it right in there. So there you go.